I've been banished to the basement, so that's where I'm at now. Um, I live with my daughter. This is the basement. It's where my son stays. It's a mess. He's a slob. I'm so over it. I could just care less that this is what it is. I'm in the basement now. Um, I've had a really bad cold this past week, so um, that's why I haven't been on. I just can't knock it. I mean, it wants to come. It doesn't. It's like in that new stage, but it just won't move forward. It won't go, back. It won't go forward. So I just feel like crap every single day. Um, anyway, I had a lot of questions, about Christmas. Okay, I I celebrate Christmas. Yes, I have kids. It's what they know. I mean, they might be older, but that's what they're used to. That's what they know. What I was, what you need to do is not go crazy. You have to understand who's the God of this world. Okay, I mean, Jesus Christ, is our Lord and Savior. He's God that came in the flesh, right? He died on the cross for our sins. Yes, he's the only begotten Son of Yahweh. God Jehovah. But there's a God of this earth, okay, and that's Satan, right? He's the prince of the air. He's the God of this earth, everything earthly. He wants you to. This is the thing with Christmas. It's not celebrated as it was supposed to. You can tell that because it's Happy Holidays now. It's not Merry Christmas. It's Happy Holidays. It's all about what you get, how much you spend, what you get, what you get. It's not supposed to be like that. Okay, it's not supposed to be like that. I cannot possibly be the only one who gets stressed before Christmas, stressed during Christmas, and stressed after Christmas, and then can't believe how much money I spent. I mean, I'm over that now, but don't think I wasn't right there in the thing, because I was, okay? Actually, can I tell you one time I was interviewed day after Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving Day sale? Here I was, 5 in the morning, Toys R Us, right? Toys R Us. My son was a Power Ranger fanatic, so we had to have every single one there was, but yeah, I'm on the news. So everybody, my friends are like, oh my God, there's Mary Beth. It's just so typical. Of course there's where it was. I haven't done it in years, though. No. Think about this. I don't know about you, but then I was like, do they have enough? Oh gosh, do they have enough? Do I got enough presents for them? Well, let me just pick up that cheap thing, just to add to it. Because forget all the money we just spent, right? But now we've those fillers, those fillers. Okay, well, it might be, $9.99 or $5.99 or whatever it is, but you're going to get a zillion of them. Those fillers that break, I don't know, within 2 hours of it opening? Count those fillers. Count the money you spent for them and how many. I did it. I'm not going to have enough. I need to go get a couple more. I had to be right out there on Christmas Eve. Had to be right out in that crowd on Christmas Eve. I don't know why. But, oh, what about they don't have enough? Oh, those poor little kids. They're just not going to have enough. I'd run out and shame on me. Shame on me. And shame on you if you do it now too. It's the God of this world, okay? Anything that makes you crazy. What is, okay, I won't get into the point because I know I offended some people when I talked about Jesus not being born on December 25th. All right, and I love all of you, I do. And I hope you still love me. But I want to tell you this. First of all, you cannot go by the Gregorian calendar, okay? You can't go by our time. You can't go by our calendar at all. It's the Jewish calendar, okay? The Jewish calendar is what you have to go by. Now there is the internet, okay? It's the age of information. Everything that was in libraries, in hidden private libraries, in storage and cabinets, it's all that information is out for everybody to see. You have to understand, up until now, all that information that would give us the ability and give us the resources to find truth in many things was put away. I mean, nobody had access to it. I mean, somebody's not going to, like, go all the way to Israel, to go through those books to do all this digging, if they live in the United States or over in Europe. I mean, it's no. But everything's on the internet. So you get on the internet and everything's put right there. It's easy schmeezy now, okay? Let me tell you, it doesn't matter what sect you are, what congregation, what denomination. Trust me on this. The heads of the churches know this information. They absolutely know it. It's fact. You can't hide fact now. Before the age of information, it's not that it was sealed. It just wasn't accessible to people unless you went out and, got the books or found that certain book with all this in it. And now with the internet, now with all of the, Google Map and with all of the satellite things and all that, this is how you can do it. But the information was there. The information was there. It just wasn't accessible to us. It wasn't easy access to us, okay? So now it's right at the tip of your fingers, literally. All that information is laid out. So this is now why all this has come to light finally, okay? All the churches know it. They all know it. Trust me on this. But you know what? They leave it. They leave that day standing because it's a good day, okay? It's a good day. It's a one day that everybody celebrates Jesus. They say his name. They love everybody. They hug everybody. He's not going to be against that. He's not going to be against that, okay? That's not what it's about. If you're he's not going to spank you. Everybody's been following this day. But now, we say don't be ignorant. I'm giving you this information. Do not be ignorant, okay? You can't go by our calendar because Jesus didn't, okay? Everything was written on the Jewish calendar. The months are different. The days are different. It's all different, right? Now, it's right at your fingertips. That's why before, okay? Nobody brought this to light, okay? Because it wasn't easy access to them. Now it's all right out there. You have to follow the breadcrumbs and do your own on Easter too. I know exactly what Easter was. Again, the stuff wasn't, out for everybody. It's not something that people would go to the library or to a bookstore and find. But now that it's all placed out there, do your own research on it. And you'll see Easter has nothing to do with Passover. Nothing to do with Passover. Okay? Again, do your homework on that. I just don't even think I need to even go there on that. But go into Christmas. Love. Okay? Love. Kindness. Understand. Don't worship the God of this world. Because that's what you're doing. When you get out there and you spend every last dime and you get all stressed and it's, I got to go around this family, I don't even want to be around them because I don't want to see them so many times a year and I got to be around them at Christmas. All right? You be around them and you mean it. You mean it. You be kind. You be kind. I just released this message that I got and he said, say goodbye. What he means by that is when you have conversations with friends or family or loved ones, maybe that you don't see very often. You could see them every day. I don't know. But when he says say goodbye, he means be kind. He means that when you talk to them, have your conversation of love. Let them remember regardless. We don't know when he's coming. We don't know time. But it's close. I will tell you it's close. But he wants you to leave that lingering, the thought of you to anybody, that's around you or in your life. Leave that love thought. you know. So when you do speak to them in kindness, speak to them in love, forgive. To bring up all that crap from the past, to bring up any resentment, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it all go. Okay, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're gonna let them only ruin, you know, your days here from all that crap that they did that you can't forgive them or forget. So how many days have they ruined here for you? How many years of your life have they ruined, right? You're gonna let them ruin your salvation too? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Don't do that. But also don't serve the God of this world, because that's what you're doing. You know, think about this. Okay, what he wants you to be aware of is your surroundings, what you're walking into, what you're going into. You can't be ignorant all the time. Okay? You can't just, well, I got, you know, I was there and I got all involved before I knew it. Okay? That might have worked once, you know, twice, 3 times maybe, but now it's not going to work. Okay? It's not going to work. He wants you to be aware when you walk into somewhere. He wants you to know what you're facing. And he doesn't want you to promote, you know, all this greed and gluttony and all this waste. It's waste. It's wasteful. Okay? Again, I'm not judging. I did it. Okay? But it took the death of my son to make me realize just how much waste was there. Just how much waste was there. Didn't miss, and how much you don't miss it. Trust me on this. You do not miss it. You think you will. And people who have had major loss in their life, you know, it's like, oh, I gotta have that. It's fillers, you know what I mean, for their loss. It's fillers for their loss. Just like hoarders. I'm telling you, that's how hoarders, they've had loss. Whether it be a divorce, a parent dying, a child dying, some kind of loss. I don't care if it's a house fire. I don't care what it is. It's loss. They don't want to lose anything else. So it's like, it's mine. That's why they can't throw papers away. It's mine. Oh my God, that's going to take mine, because something was taken from them. Something that they held dear was taken from them, and they don't ever want to feel like that again. Okay? They don't want to ever feel that loss again. Okay? And that's why they do it. You cannot go into somebody's house. If you're trying to help them clean, you might have somebody who just saves everything, okay? Just saves everything. We all know them. And you're like trying to get them to have sales or get rid of or donate or something, but the minute you go in there, they get in that panic, and you go over there to help them, but they everything you go to, they're like, no, I gotta save that. No, I gotta save that. No, I gotta save that. Well, first of all, I would tell you what, if you walk in there and say, we gotta get rid of this junk around here. We gotta start doing it. You've lost them right there because you called it junk. Okay? Can't do that. It's their life. Okay? So you have to walk in, and you have to let them understand that you feel them, you know, that you understand, because they already feel bad enough. Trust me, everybody who's overbought in their life, they know that. They know, you know, they know. And a lot of hoarders are and I'm going to say hoarders, I'm supposed to say people who don't like to throw away, who like to collect, you know. They know they bought too much. They know that you don't have to tell them, because they beat themselves up about it all the time. But the problem is, it's how you come and handle it. There's something lost in their life, and that whatever they have replaces that loss. Okay. So if you're trying to help somebody, or have a family member, or if you know somebody in your family that, you know, whether you have a spouse, I don't know, but you cannot go in and say, oh, we got to get rid of some of this junk around here. This is just, forget it. Right then you did it, because you disrespected them, because you already made them feel bad. Now they're going to have to go through that and show you. Oh, no, they're not going to put themselves through that again. It's pain. It's pain for them. You understand? It's pain. And now you've brought up the wrong word to bring up all that pain. So what you have to say to them is that you understand. You absolutely understand. You know, and how, you know, maybe they have, you know, 20 pair of the same thing over here, and it's on sale. They bought one of every color. Okay, they know But what you say is you go, you know what? I know you really must have liked those, because you go in every color. You really liked those, and I bet you got a really good deal on that, And they'll say, I did, I got that, and say, I know, that was a really good deal, You have to validate, okay? You have to validate, and then you have to let them know you understand, why they bought it. Well, that was a really good deal, because they'll say, well, I got that at whatever, and that, I know, I would have bought it too, you have to play the game. I'd have done it too, I'd have bought it too. But when it's starting to take that stuff away, cleaning it out, okay, they want to hold on to it like a blanket. Oh, no, you're taking it, the loss, they get into panic. I'm telling you, severe panic. You're taking something else from them. They're not ready to lose anything else in their life, okay? So you have to speak to them with kind words. You have to speak with them with understanding, okay? If you do not, then don't do it. You're not the person for the job. You're not the person for the job. It'll never get done anyway with that. You have to let them know that they think everything's worth something. Okay, that. Well, that's going to be worth something for and that was really Okay. You have to tell them. You know what? So many people love these. They really do. I bet that there's people out there that want them just like that. And if they think that a collector or somebody, those are really blah blah blah. That's how you have to do it, and I bet you would really be helping somebody, that if you ever sold these and they found them, they would be so excited, I bet they have a collection for this to go with, or so many people love these, and you'd get some good money out of these, You can't tell them that with junk that needs to be thrown away, but other stuff you can, and that it's true, you're not fibbing, it's true, because I will tell you this, what a lot of you think is junk, throwaway junk, it's not worth anything. It's worth a lot of money. Okay, it is. So, but you have to let them know that you understand. That's the thing. But if you walk in and say, oh my God, look at all this junk, look at all this stuff that you kept, what is it for? What do you need it for? What do you need it for? We all do. You've already lost them, so turn around and walk right back out. Because you're not going anywhere and you're not going to get anywhere. I've done this for a very long time. Very long time. It has to do with loss. They don't want to let it go. It gives them comfort. They don't care that they can't walk in their house. They don't care. They don't care that they don't have a clean, countertop. They don't care. It doesn't, that countertop doesn't make them feel all warm and fuzzy, okay? Like that, all that stuff does. So you have to be understanding. You have to understand, okay? You have to work with them, but don't ever call it junk, because you're attacking them, It's this whole thing. I should do a whole series on that, because I can tell you, that whole thing, and it is true, of how to handle them, People are very fragile right now, and they've been for a very long time. You never know what you say to somebody that could make or break them that day. You don't know. You don't know. I don't know if I've said this before, but when I had my businesses, but my last one, at 2 separate occasions, I had 2 different women walk in my door, and they're like, I have no idea why I even stopped. My car just came here. And, they stayed for hours. And then eventually they would come back, like, every day. They were like, it was their Ollie Ollie in free. It was their little home away from home, But each of them had called me, like after they got home, and thanked me. And I was like, don't thank me, you thank you for coming in and spending time with me, And they're like, no, thank you, because I was going to kill myself today. But for some reason, God sent me there. I'd never been there before, didn't know anything about it, what was in there, nothing. God sent me there. What would have happened if I wouldn't have walked to him with my open arms and, what would happen? You don't know. You don't know what's up here. You don't know what your kind words can do to somebody. You don't know what your smart words, you don't know what edge it could toss them from, okay? If you're having a bad day, it's understandable. We all have bad days. But it's very important that you pay attention that of the people around you when you're having those bad days, okay? Because you could make theirs a whole lot worse, and then you're really going to feel bad. We're not. I'm not saying it's you can't be nice, every second of every minute of every day. We all have moments. All have moments. We do. We all have moments. Moments of weakness is what they are. Moments of weakness. Moments of, I can't take anymore. But you know what? They go. They go just as fast as they come. They go. And you are who you are. You are who you are. You're either that kind of person or you're not that kind of person. Okay? It's like when I meet somebody and I meet them and they tell me, I get a glimpse of their life. I get a glimpse of the last 2 years of their life, and pretty well that's a judge of their next 2 years of their life. Like when you meet anybody, if you know somebody, however their last two years of their life were, is pretty well a good thumb rule of what their next 2 years are going to be like. So if you're waiting for that quick fix or that change, it depends on where at in that change they are. Not saying that works every time, but it's a pretty good rule of thumb, because change doesn't happen overnight. This Christmas, just don't feed, okay? Don't feed the giant there. Be satisfied. Be satisfied with what you have, okay? Most of us have already gone there. We've already gone to the point of no return with our kids and what we buy them and what we've bought them in the past. And so you think, well, I can't just stop now. That's the way it's been. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Who's the boss? You are. Okay? You know what? They'll appreciate it. They will appreciate it. Our kids don't know how to survive. Our kids do not know how to survive in this world, okay? Because we did it because we gave them everything. We gave them everything. We made everything easy for them. Life's not easy. It's not easy, So when these young adults are going out to get a job, and how many of them are home now? I think that they said that now up to the age of 30 they live at home. Well, of course they do, because I will tell you what, most of them under the age of 25, they don't have a clue. They don't know what to do. And when I found myself, telling my kids, when I was your age, I worked and, I did this and I was responsible and I did this and, oh my gosh, what would have happened if I would have been, like you? And I had to stop saying that because you know what? Totally different time. Totally different time. This generation's totally different. Completely. They don't know how. If you have a child that you keep saying, grow up, get a job, come on, and they look at you with that deer in the headlight look, and they're just, okay, I did, I did, and they didn't because it's been months now or years now, and they still don't have one. They don't know how. Okay, they're too embarrassed to tell you this. They don't know how. They don't have a clue of how to even step out that door to get out there. They don't know how to move forward in the world. So you have to pull them. You have to mentor them, okay? You have to mentor them. Screaming at them is not going to help you. It's not. I've done it, okay? I've done it. Years ago I did it until I realized, what am I doing? It's not helping them. They truly... Now my daughter, yeah, she worked for me since she's 30 now, but she worked for me when she was 15 years old. All the time. But my boys, lazy. My youngest boy, though, really lazy. He was babied. I have nobody to blame but right here. Instead of waiting on him, take the trash out, okay, I just get him to it, and I did it, and you know what I noticed is, it's that instant gratification, okay? Instant gratification. And they get really upset and really, I'm not going to say depressed, but they get very, about the future. No, it's not going to happen. No, nothing good's going to, it's not going to happen, blah, 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 blah. All of a sudden, you'll be talking to them, they're right on that right path, and like a day or two will go by, and all of a sudden they get just very disheartened, they just like going to give up. And it's like, what are you doing? Well, nothing's happening. I tried and it didn't help. I mean, it's been 2 days, or it's been 3 days. What are you talking about? You know why? It dawned on me. They're used to instant gratification. They're used to now, okay? Whenever they wanted something, they had it now, right? Okay, you can push this all the way back to when you took them to the store when they were little, and you're checking out and they're screaming or throwing a fit, and you'd grab anything just to pacify them. Instant gratification, right? Same thing. So they don't know how to wait long term. They don't know how to wait for anything, okay? They don't know that most people, there's a plan, okay? It takes a little while to get there. It'll get there and it'll happen. But there's some, time that's got to lapse before this happens. But they can't hang in there long enough, right? They can't hang in there long enough because they're used to this instant gratification, okay? Instant satisfaction is what they've had their whole life. So think about this. Instead of making yourself crazy and let them drive you nuts, because that's what's going to happen, because we don't understand them. It's like, I don't understand you. I don't understand. Well, you know what? I started thinking about this stuff over and over and over and over and over. That's what it is. That's what it is. They don't know how. So if they're sitting on the couch and you just can't figure out why they don't have that job yet, and they want to work, but still they just can't move. They don't know how, and they're not going to tell you that, but that's true. They don't have a clue of how to walk out that door and go into that world. So you know what, mentor? You have to teach them. Wasn't like that with us. And I was constantly saying that. Well, I didn't have to do that. Well, but it's different time. Way different time. This all has to do, again, God of this world. Okay? God of this world. It's Christmas. You're going to give that instant gratification again. Stop and think what we're making. Okay? Look what we made and see what we're still making. Terrible. I mean, not that we have terrible children, but if we do, who did it? We did it. And now we did it. All right? Whether it be because there was just neat stuff we wanted our kids to have, I don't know. But, yeah, don't do it. Jesus, listen, it's probably his favorite time of year. It really is. The singing, the songs, the choir, all that stuff. I mean, it's probably just so special to his heart. But it's not the stuff, okay? It's not what you go through. Because you're not celebrating him, okay? You're celebrating him. You know what I'm saying? Him. That God, not our God, not your God, not my God, but that God is who you're celebrating, and that's who you're worshiping, okay? You have to be aware of these things, right? You have to be aware of them. Don't feed into it, all right? It's just gotten way. It takes you to pull yourself completely out of it to see completely in it, okay? You do. I said I'm not judging. I'm telling you what I learned. I was the queen of right in there. Okay? I will tell you a story. Day after Christmas, of course I'm out there, but New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Oh, great deals, New Year's Day. Dillard's. Loved Dillard's. Bought everything at Dillard's. New Year's Day, though, Oh, 75, 80% off of all the Christmas stuff. Really. I'm there first in line, right? Got my coffee, got my sweats on, open them doors, Christmas stuff. Okay, all of a sudden, here comes my brother out of nowhere. I go, what are you doing here? He goes, he's drinking his coffee, he's got his sunglasses on. He's like, I figured you need some help. I go, I didn't even know you knew I was up here. He goes, I always know you're up here. So he's guarding my stuff. I had a lot of stuff. I got three rows. I mean, we're talking, 14 feet long rows. I don't know, 3 feet wide by 14 feet. I mean, I got piles. Okay, just put that way. I got piles. And he's sitting there, and these people are, going down, and they're looking at. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, that's my sister's. And they're like, oh, wait, sorry. So they go to the next one. He goes, no, I'm sorry, that's hers too. And they're like, this hers too? He's like, yeah, and that one. Okay, it's all those hand blown, ornaments, those glass blown ornaments, that are $1 zillion. Well, of course I had to have those. Of course I had to have all that stuff. Well, it was 75% off. 75% off. Couldn't go there and just get a couple boxes. I had to have them all. Because it's a deal, right? It's a deal. That's not even the clothes that I went for. Oh, really? Really? Shame on me. Shame on me. What's wrong? Anybody need anything? Here you go. I got you. Here you go. Give it to him. Never sold anything. Here, give it to you. I'm thinking, memories. I always have stuff for my kids, They'll always have stuff for their trees. They'll always have stuff for their kids. Always have that. I always had some reason, I always had a good reason why I had to have it, always. Because I was never going to get it again. I was never going to have that again. Ever. No, never going to have that again. And you know what this did? Caused friction. Caused friction between my husband and I. Did he really care? No. But it was a point that he didn't care. And he was like, but I don't understand it. I don't understand why you gotta have that. Well, I just do. So the thing is, it's packing the stuff, right? Wasn't me buying it. It was that now it's in the house, or it's in the attic, or it's in the garage, or it's in the basement, or it's in the storage room. But who has to move that? Okay? Who has to move that around? Or when you move, it's all in the... Who has to do that? Not me. Him, right? Him. He's tired of it. He's tired of my whole, world of stuff. Whole world of stuff. That's what it was. I had a whole world of stuff. He didn't mind me buying it, right? Because it was 75% off. I mean, he didn't understand it. But it was there though. It was in his face all the time. He was the one that had to deal with it, and he knew I wouldn't get rid of any of it. Isn't that funny? How now? I could care less about any of it. None of it. Any of it. Gone. I could care less. I mean, I still have, some of the good stuff out there. Keep them for my kids, but you know what? Probably mouse are just pooping all over it out there. In the garage shed thing out there. Probably just mice poop all over it. Because how when you go out there in storage and it's all those, out there. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about it. I told you. The most important thing to me is what my kids made me. Is those first grade, all through grade school, those ornaments, that they made you. Those are my favorite things. And you know what? Again, I remember a time on my tree, I was like, I can't put on that. These are, my tree, with all my beautiful things on there. And I didn't put those on there. That's why I started doing a second tree. All right, so I could put, it was my kids' tree. My kids couldn't touch this tree. But this tree, it was all their ornaments, the Hallmark ornaments. Anything I do with kids was on this tree. So stupid, Now, can I tell you what? Here's my box of them. Carry them around with me. My favorite thing. I care less about all those $50 ones. I want the popsicle stick ones. Okay, that's the ones I want. The popsicle stick. That's what's important to me right there. And all my pictures. That's what's important. That's my Christmas. Can I tell you that? That's my Christmas. Is my kids' popsicle stick ornaments, or the ones made out of construction paper with their class picture on it, with that gold wire hook attached to it, that. Give me that. Oh my gosh, that is my $1,000 Christmas ornament. That is my $1,000 Christmas ornament. All that other stuff. No, don't waste it. Don't waste it. You can't get that back. You can't get back. You can't get any of that back. Okay? All that other stuff, let me tell you, anytime you want to find it, you can. Okay? It's never going to go away. It's out there somewhere to be found. Out there somewhere to be found. It is. My heart's just been really heavy. My heart's just been really, really heavy. It's been happy, but it's been heavy. Maybe it's because I've been sick. I've had a lot of spiritual warfare. I've had the enemy coming after me hard. He's coming after me through my kids. I tell you, I talk the talk and I walk the walk, so I try to make sure I have no cracks, no open doors. But because of what I'm doing, I don't like that. So who's got the open doors? Who's got the cracks? My kids, right? My kids. So he's coming in through them, causing friction through them. And it's been bam. The other day I received this huge blessing. And you know what that means. Whoever this, okay, who knows? I mean, it was, I couldn't talk. I could not talk. I was so overwhelmed. I just couldn't talk. I know what to say. And anyway, it was such a happy moment, such a happy, blessing moment. And the enemy tried to rob it. When he saw, what this blessing, the happiness that it was allowing, he was waiting. And my son and my daughter, bam, bam, bam. It was terrible. It was terrible. Terrible. But you know what? I might have cried. But I didn't. I wouldn't let it go. I wouldn't. The minute this one opened the mouth, and this one opened the mouth, I saw the room just fill. I mean, it was just released. Okay? The negative, bam. I knew it. I saw it. But I will tell you, I wasn't going to let it happen. Even if I had to get one here or whatever I had to do, I wasn't going to let it happen. You know what? I didn't let it go where it could have went. I wouldn't let it. And I just stood, he that is in me is greater than that is of the world. And I don't say he that is of the world, I saw that is of the world. And so I knew, I was aware. You understand? So I was aware. The minute it started, I was aware of what it was, who it was. I knew where it was going, but I knew how to step in. I knew who I had to go to. I knew I had to go. I knew I had to rely on my armor. I knew I had to rely on my Lord Jesus. But I knew I had to pull, from everything I knew. I could not let that, make me go there, their place. I honed it in, I honed it in. I didn't add to that. I didn't allow, even though he was trying to get an open door from me, he was trying to get me to do something, to say something, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, I would not do it. It made him even more mad. Oh, he was so mad. He was so mad. But when it was all said and done, we won. Even though the outcome is still not, but we won, We thwarted his plans. That's what we did. We thwarted him. But the minute it was starting, I knew it. So, but you can tell. You can tell when things like that happen, when something spirals just like that. It was such a good moment, such a blessed moment. I'd been on my hands and knees on the concrete, which is not hard for me. Which is very hard for me because I've got all this titanium plate in my neck and my back. I had back surgery. My back was all cut, so it's not really easy for me to do. I was on my hands and knees just thanking the Lord, just crying and, oh, thank you so much, you just blessed me so much, I just can't even believe it. I was in such awe. And, it's just a wonderful, wonderful moment. Just this enemy tried to rob. Now, if I wouldn't have had my tools, okay, if I didn't have the tools that he taught me, I tell you, I would have went there, okay, and it would have ended up in a much more worse disaster than it did, But I knew what to do. I knew how to use my tools. And that's what I'm trying to teach you, is how to use your tools, how to understand what's around you, okay? After all the holiday stuff is over, you're going to have that enemy on you, okay? You are. He's your buddy now. He's your pal now. Because you know why? You're feeding him. So, he's your old buddy and your pal, okay? You're like, the movie, Pee-wee's Great Adventure, when Pee-wee's singing "Oh, Susanna" on the train with the hobo. It's one of my favorite parts, and he's all excited at first, because he's never done that before, and he's got a real live hobo, and he's singing, and he's on the, the train car, and then, the next thing shows him, the hobo's still singing, and it's hours later, and he's so over it, he can't do it anymore, and so he jumps off. Okay, there you go. All right, well, let me tell you this. Right now, the enemy, he's right there singing with you. Oh, Susanna, he's all happy, But come after the holidays, when it's all said and done, he's going to be jumping off, okay? Because he's going to have you where he wants you. It's the explosions that come afterwards, all right? And this is what I'm saying. They're coming. Come on, we all know what happens after this, okay? Use your tools. Stop them. Stop them before it happens, all right? Or if, because you know what? You're going to think it's going to, somehow something's going to end better than you think it's going to, but you already know how it's going to turn out. You really do. Unless you have the money in the bank where, it's not pulling from anything, which there's very few of us now that can do that now, or that can say that. But unless you're the rare few, then you don't have to, you don't have to listen to this. But most of us, we're pulling from somewhere, okay? When you're pulling a lot from somewhere, right? Afterwards, it's going to hit you, and the enemy is he's your friend now, okay? You're on his Christmas list now, but after that, nope, all bets off. He's going to come after you and your family. You're going to have friction. You're going to have, he's going to try to make you feel depressed, make you feel bad, make you feel just horrible. He's going to cause fighting. Well, you bought it. Well, you said to buy it. Well, no, I didn't say to buy it. I didn't say spend that much on it. Come on. We're all big girls and boys. We know what it is. That's exactly what's going to happen. Who do you think does that? Okay, it's ahead. Use your tools. Use your tools. Don't allow it to happen, okay? Because now he's in your house. He's causing friction, okay? Kids, this, that. Mama's not happy, nobody's happy. You know that, and that's the truth. When mama's not happy, nobody happy. All right? So mama needs to be happy. Who makes mama happy? God makes mama happy. Jesus makes mama happy. Okay? I'll tell you that. Jesus makes this mama really happy. Okay? And I didn't think I'd ever be happy again. I didn't think I'd ever be happy again. Ever. I tell you what, losing a child is? It's like sitting at the table putting a puzzle together, right? But you're missing, I don't know, probably 8, 9, 10 important pieces of that. Very important strategic pieces of that puzzle. And you set it there because you think, I'm going to find those pieces today. I'm going to find those pieces of that puzzle today. You look everywhere. tear everything apart, looking for those puzzle pieces. But you never find them. You never find them. So that puzzle sits on that table, missing those major pieces. And so the puzzle is never complete. Ever. Ever. That's every day what your life is like when you lose a child. You're looking for something. You're looking for joy that will never be there again. Ever. Ever. You know? You get some happiness. But the joy, it's never there. Part of you's gone. Part of you's gone. It's never there. You're always looking. You're always looking. It's that puzzle piece. You always go back to the table, try to figure it out. How can you work it without those pieces in it? But it can't be done. It can't be done. It's not whole. It's not complete. It doesn't make a picture. Without those pieces to that puzzle can never make a picture, a whole complete picture. That's what it's like every day for someone who's lost a child. You can never find those puzzle pieces. But I know where they're at. Okay? I know where they're at. I know where they're at. And see, that's what makes me happy. It's because I know where my pieces are at. And, you know, I know that I'm going to get them. I know I'm going to get them soon. And I know they're being taken care of. You know, there's no smashed edges. You know, they're not getting stepped on. You know, they're not losing their color. They're not nothing. They are so precisely, perfectly preserved that when I get my pieces back, they're perfect. Okay? They're perfect. But that's what it's like every day. Trying to find those missing puzzle pieces. And so, when I see people who are appreciating the wrong things, okay? When I see people who are worshiping the wrong God, because they don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no power. You have no power. You cannot keep anything safe. Only He can. Okay? Only He can. Only He has the power. But the thing is, you have to know Him. Okay? You have to know Him. You have to know His rules. You have to know how He works. Alright? Then, I mean, you get it. You get it. But you have to know Him. And you have to search for Him. You know? You have to search for His heart. You do. You have to search for His heart. And you know, I told you this before. People who don't understand, think, you know, what he's trying to tell you, you know, anything divine, okay, any divine wisdom or understanding, or it's because they've never asked. And so he says, well, they don't ask, so I don't give it to them. You know, I give them what they ask, and if that's all they ask for, that's all I give them. Okay, so think about that in your prayers. Think about that. That's another thing. Prayer is really important, I will tell you. Right now, prayers are the most important thing. You know what we can do? We can pray. This Christmas Eve, in this season, pray. You want to give the Lord a gift? Do you really want to give the Lord a gift? Okay? You really want to give the ultimate Christmas gift? Prayer. Do you know that when he looks over over the deck, we'll call it the deck of heaven, the balustrade of heaven, you know, over the top of it, let's say. When he looks down, you know what prayers are? When he sees his children praying, okay, the prayer warriors, the ones praying, they're beacons of light that shoots straight up to him. Powerful lights, boom, that's us, we're lights, boom, boom, boom. We pray, they're lights, you know, we're straight up, right? Okay, when your walk is strong and you're in prayer, and your light is so strong, okay? He can see it. Bam, 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 bam. The weak ones, though, start to go out, okay? They start getting dark. And so when you look down around the world, you see all these dark places, right? Where there's no light at all. Then you might see a light here, and a light there, and a light here, and a light there. Then you might see a whole group of lights, right? But then you see them start, you know, going out. That's us, okay? That's us. That's us, and that's your prayers. When you pray, massive, massive lights. So I tell you what, this year, I pray. You want to give God a gift? I'm telling you, prayer. Pray. Pray for all the children all over the world. All those poor little children that are getting hurt and abused. You know, the stuff that goes on behind closed doors. Pray. Just pray for all the lost, all right? Pray. Just pray for everybody. Everybody. And pray for, you know, and I always pray for the Lord himself. I pray for his heart, you know, to bless his heart. Could you imagine? Because, you know, he doesn't want to have to do what he's got to do. I mean, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's love. He doesn't want to do it, but he's got to do it. He's got to do it. It just breaks my heart for him. It just breaks my heart for him of what he's got to do. He's got to do it, you know. So I pray for the Lord's heart too, you know. Cleanse it. Cleanse it. This is what he's coming for. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Okay? You can believe me or you don't. But I will tell you, I told you, everybody, through these videos that he called, you know, I said it was for specific people. Specific people. That you know who you are. That you know, the Lord knew there would be some type of confirmation, and whatever I shared with you or spoke of, there would be something personal that I would hit on, that only you knew, because it was a confirmation from the Lord, and you know what I'm talking about, right? I will tell you this. He said, they're all mine. They're all mine. All that were called, all that were heard, all that followed my breadcrumbs, they're all mine. They're all mine. Okay? And he's so happy. He's so pleased. So, and I told you that. So, just speak kindly, okay? Speak kindly to people. When that enemy walks in your door, and you can see the change in things. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't allow it. Use your tools. Be aware. Okay? Watch. Be aware. You're not ignorant anymore. Okay? You're not ignorant anymore. Sometimes you don't understand why things happen. You don't understand. How could this just happen? Well, you know, sometimes it's not that you have an open door. But you know what? If you're faithful to him and you're loving to him, well, if your children have open doors, okay, he'll come in through them. And boy, when he comes, bam, bam. But see, I'm aware. I'm aware. And you know what? I smashed that head of that serpent last night. Let me tell you that, I did. I crushed him with my heel. You know, he tried to sliver in here, and I crushed him with my heel. I did. He's really mad today, too, but that's all right. I crushed him with my heel. I used my armor. I used my armor. And you know what? I immediately went to the Lord. I gave it to the Lord. I knew I knew without him I couldn't do it. I have no power, but I knew with him I could. And I knew in him and through him I could. Okay? That's what I did. That's what I did. And I used my armor. I remembered everything he taught me. Everything he taught me. But, that's what it is. So listen, have a nice Christmas. I'm saying, but don't worship the God of this world. And when you are in the whole Santa baby thing, and the whole Santa Claus thing, and the whole, you know, buy me, because I'm cute, buy me, gotta have me, gotta have me, gotta have me. Okay, that's the God of this world. Jesus didn't want that. All right? He's saying, you know, it's not that not to celebrate. Understand what you're celebrating. Okay? Understand what you're celebrating. Okay? Understand that. All right? Hone it in. Don't throw it out. Hone it in. Okay? Hey, Adams was the queen of it. Okay? The queen of it. And now that I understand it, you trust me. Trust me. It's so much more easier than you think it's going to be. It is the change. You know? Your kids. Hello, they're your kids. Be a strong parent, okay? Make changes that are good for them. Don't keep doing this, because you're just going to make rotten kids, okay? Rotten kids. And the thing is, they're not going to live in this world. Your kids are not going to know how to function in this world. They're not. They're not going to know how to do it because you're not allowing them. We're spoiling them rotten. Did it too, you know. They got to have it. They got what them poor little things. They just have to have that because everybody else has got it too. Well, boo hoo hoo, you know. No, they don't have to have them. No, they don't have to have them. You know. Also, what is he? He's the god of what? Look at all this communication stuff. How do you think they get through? Who do you think's in charge of all that? It's one of his big tools. Okay. All this new stuff is one of his big tools. Big tools. Just do your homework and everything. That's all. Just do your homework. But you know what? Keep watching. Keep watching. Because something big's happened. I will tell you all this confirmation of everybody, you know, in their videos and their messages. I watch them and I just want to pass right out. I just want to flip right off the chair when I'm watching it. Because I can't believe it. I can't believe. There's a lot of stuff I can't say. Okay? There's a lot of stuff I can't say. There's a lot of stuff I know. And I'll hear them and I just can't believe it. I'm like, I know that. I word for word, I know that. That's exactly how it's going to happen. I don't know this person. I've never spoke to him. No, I don't know him. Then this one, it's not by mistake, okay? But it's exactly, you know, the man, the beard, the gray beard, you know, can't think of his name. Can't think of his name. I'm so sorry, I can't think of your name. But, you know, he's got that beard, and he just gave a really good one. That the Lord, you know, woke him up early. And okay, that one right there. Almost word for word. Almost word for word. Yep. Almost word for word. Something big's about to come. Something big's about to come. But you understand is, it ain't going to be the first thing. Once that first one comes in, bam, 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 bam. Okay, it's not going to stop. Once that first one starts, oh, I mean, it's not going to stop. Past 4 months, I've had 4 dreams that of UFOs, aliens. I've never had those in my life, right? I mean, you know, dreams are dreams. I don't have prophetic dreams. I will tell you when I was young, okay, I had the same dream over and over and over and over, probably about 4 times a year. I'd have the same dream. It was during the tribulation. It was an apocalyptic type of dream. Same dream. And you know what the dream was? You know what I was doing? It was dark, nighttime. I was by a tree. There was a group of maybe 15, 20 people in front of me. And off to the side, there was a city burning. There was fire in the city, and everybody had like soot. You know, their clothes were ripped. You could tell we ran from something. And I was standing by the tree, and everybody was sitting, and everybody was cussing. Everybody was crying, and it was dark time, and they were cussing God. And I was like, oh no, don't cuss him, don't cuss him, don't cuss him, don't cuss him. Thank him right now. Thank him for this. Don't cuss him. We need to keep walking. We can't look back. We just got to keep walking. This dream, all the time, my whole life. You know, once I was saved, I mean, really saved. You know, I thought I was saved before, but I mean, being saved is when you truly can't stand to break Jesus' heart. Okay, is when you walking somewhere and you know you're in enemy territory and you just can't take it. You can't be around it. I mean, when you know that you know that you know is when you're saved. It's when you know that you know that you know. You do. Okay, after that, never had them again. Never had that again. So now, I've had 4 UFO dreams. Okay, where all of a sudden everything's good, and then all of a sudden you just see them that, you know, start coming in, right? And you know what they are, and everybody's running. You're trying to go the other way, and I had one the other night, and it just disturbed me terribly. I had to get up. When I have those dreams, I can't go back to sleep. I have to get up. I mean, we're talking make coffee, you know, that kind of, if you get in the middle of the night, make coffee. I had to sit down. I was up for a couple hours. I couldn't go back to bed after that. That was my 4th one, and probably 3 since probably end of September. This is my 4th one of that, which is very rare. I don't do that, but I did. So, I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. I believe that's coming too, but I think that our country is going to be invaded. I think the whatever's going to happen, you know, the disasters, you know, there'll be an earthquake, and then there'll be the thing by the sun, and that's what everybody's going to see. okay? And when you see that, that's your 3-day warning. That in 3 days the darkness will be here. Whenever you see that thing by the sun, okay, that's your 3-day countdown. That's when you know. Get everybody home, get everything in, and get all ready, close your, all that, because everybody's going to be able to see it. Is that ISIM? I don't know. Is it never? I don't know what it is. Is that I don't know, but it's something big and orange and going to be by the sun, okay? And it'll be there just like that, and then everybody will see it. Okay, that's your 3 days. When you see that, then know the darkness will be here in 3 days, okay? And that's what that is. But then, after that, okay, we're going to be attacked, okay? And the bombs will come at night, whatever, but we're off guard. A day when nobody thinks, the country's going to be totally caught off guard. I'm sure our government will know, because, I don't trust them for nothing, but we'll be caught off guard, okay? But the country's going to be invaded. I already told you that. North and the east, Russia and whoever else, China, Iran. I don't know. Is it North Korea? I don't know, but it's the north and the east. So you figure those two out. But they're coming. They're going to come right on the tail. Right after all this stuff happens, they're coming. All right? I don't know. They could start it. I don't know, but it's all bam, 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 bam. But yeah. It's all coming. So I'm saying, why are you going to go out and buy all that crap now? I mean, look what we got ahead of us. And the enemy, again, it's a tool for him, right? He wants you caught off guard. He wants you all in this Christmas thing, keep you off guard what's coming. Because this stuff is right here. It's right upon us, okay? It's right upon us. Get what you need. I mean, and the thing is, leave what you have to for people who are left here. That's what I'm saying. When, when I said that you're going to need everything that you have, that's what I was talking about, That's what I was talking about. Leave it for whoever, but don't waste it. Don't waste it. It's not time to waste. Really, it's not time to waste. Be pleasing to the Lord, okay? Do everything that is pleasing to Him. And going out and doing that, I just don't think it's very pleasing to Him right now. I really, really don't. Unless you want to be kind and give to children who have absolutely nothing. And and you have to, if you don't want to be aware of that, you don't have to be aware of it, because you can hide yourself. But when you're aware of it, you're aware of it. Okay? You're aware of it. You have no idea how many people that how many little kids that or that your kids go to school with, never have they had a new pair of shoes, ever. Always hand-me-downs, always used, never their own, ever. Coat, nothing, ever. That's a whole nother thing, but, I'm just saying, how much does your kids need? I don't know if yours are like mine. I mean, trust me, they didn't need a lot. Okay, sure, we want to make them happy. We do. We want to make them really super happy, but anyway, I love you, and I'll see you soon. And but yeah, just celebrate it Jesus' way, okay? Not the other one's way. All right? Love you. See you soon.